Alright guys, 1878 Casuals out of Los Angeles, California. We are brought to you by Terrace Cult Clothing Line and Moo Moo Mia Ice Cream, which right now in Los Angeles, with the weather it's like, you want to get yourself some of that ice cream. So go down to Montrose or Monrovia, see Mark, our main guy over there. Alright, so coming off a fantastic weekend, what a result, eh? What a game against the Gunners, lovely 3-1, fantastic, and I called it boys, 3-1. So the game, pub was packed, fantastic. O'Brien's, again, Willie, thanks mate. Anyone who reached out to Sinatra there on the social media to find out where we were going, thanks, keep doing that. Anything we're doing, any updates or anywhere we're going to go, or you want us to go, get a hold of Sinatra there on any of the social media. But a lot of new fans there, so again, we figured we'd do a little bit of history on Manchester United, you know, a little bit of education on how the club started, where we started from, why we're so great, etc., etc. And we're going to start throwing in a few words for the chants as well in the next few weeks. Slowly but surely, start with some of the simple ones. For you guys out there that don't know, Manchester United have more chants than any other football club in the world. We have the best guys in the world writing these songs. I mean, they are just geniuses to come up with this. People like me sitting there repeating it and talking about it don't do it justice whatsoever. Right, Manchester United was formed in 1878 Casuals. And it was originally known as Newton Heath, Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Football Club. Basically, it was a bunch of working class guys who got together to form a football team, played other departments in their company and other companies, railway companies, etc. And that's how football started, really, up in the north especially. It was a bunch of working guys that worked every day of the week, and they looked forward to playing the game half of the week, and they talked about the game they played the other half of the week. And that's where the rivalries, etc., that we'll get into come from. In 1880, I believe, 1880, they played their first actual official recorded game against Bolton Wanderers, which unfortunately we got spanked 6-0. And they wore the green and gold that you see behind me. And if any of you guys that come to the pubs now are not sure why you're seeing some Manchester United fans wearing green and gold, it's an official protest against the Manchester United ownership. Manchester United owners, the Glazer family, been bleeding us dry and basically robbing us blind for over 10 years now, and we wear the green and gold in protest, which is when you will hear the Glazers out, we want Glazers out. Okay, so we want Glazers out. So any new Manchester United fan or follower, please do not buy any merchandise from Manchester United that is official, that puts money into the Glazers' pocket. If you do seriously want to get a Manchester United jersey, etc., at this point, get a replica. Go through China. Just don't put any money in their pocket. All right, Glazers out. We want Glazers out. Right, again, fantastic game on the weekend. Unfortunately, Manchester United didn't quite start off like that. So Newton Heath in 1888, they co-founded two different football leagues. With a bunch of other teams to basically to get the basis or cellular of the Football League as we know it today. And actually in 1892 they finally merged with all the other teams and they created the official Football League that we have now. And they dropped the LYR, the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, from Newton Heath, actually cutting ties with them and becoming known only as Newton Heath. And they actually played at Newton Heath, which is in the northwest of England. All right. Unfortunately, they played not too well at that point in time, to the degree that the club actually became into debt. The attendance was down, and they were issued a winding up order, a bankruptcy order by the courts. So it looked like the end was near. Thankfully, miraculously, the captain at that time stepped in and managed to find 4 local business owners, managed to raise £500 from each one of them, so about $800, maybe $1,000 each off of them back then, and that was in 1902, and that's when Manchester United was officially born. So Manchester United 1902, officially 1878 Newton Heath, which is the beginning of our history. In 1906, after 4 years, we were finally or eventually promoted to the first division of the Football League. And in the first, second, in 1908, so 2 years later, they won their first league title. and subsequently winning the very first Charity Shield the next year. So that was the very first ever Charity Shield for the next year, and the FA Cup in the same year. So league title, obviously, 1 year, end of the season, beginning of the next season, Charity Shield, end of the season, the FA Cup. 2 more years down the road, won the league again, and at that point we moved. 1908 was was the second league title. So 1910 we moved from Newton Heath to Old Trafford, which is obviously now our stadium. So our home ground now is called Old Trafford, for anyone who doesn't know. All right, the history of that is again another episode, but real short and real sweet. I'll say Old Trafford is because the area that the club, the grounds is now based on, grew up around a Old Trafford Hall. Okay, I believe there was a New Trafford Hall. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. But the area around was grown up was called Old Trafford Hall. The Manchester United end, or the supporters end, it's called the Stretford end or the Stretty end. It is hallowed ground for Manchester United. It is it is Mecca. It is somewhere that any Manchester United fan should do a pilgrimage if and when you get an opportunity. If you only get to go once, it's incredible. I mean, the guys that get to go there week in, week out, I envy them. Mikey Bandito will be there next month, I believe. It is incredible. The stadium, Old Trafford, is also known as Theatre of Dreams, and again, a long story, but real short. Theatre of Dreams is a synonym that was conjured by Bobby Charlton. So Bobby Charlton came up with that, basically in awe, stating it's the Kentucky Theatre of Dreams. Now, what should we say? A few rules of etiquette for Manchester United. Okay. Manchester United fans, number one, whether you are fond of the fella next to you or not, Manchester United fans are all Manchester United fans. So when we watch the game, we're all brothers in arms, okay? We do not walk in the boozer with our buddy who's wearing a Liverpool shirt or an Arsenal shirt, etc., or our brother or sister. Football's football. We don't mix and match, okay? I'm not talking about having a tear up and whatever, but when the game's on, we're not sitting next to each other being chummy, all right? Now, what do we call Manchester United? Right, Manchester United is Manchester United. Okay, we are also known as United. In the chants, we're also known as the Reds. We're also known as the Red Devils. Obviously, the Devils, which is our badge on our blessed kit. We are never, ever Man U. Okay, it doesn't matter what you see on Google. It doesn't matter what anybody says to you. We are never Man U. If you hear anybody say Man U, put them straight. Again, not talking about having a tear up, but just politely and nicely to explain to them, do not call Manchester United Man U. Okay, and if you have a Manchester United fan calling Manchester United Man U, stop. All right, Man U is considered an insult to Manchester United. Back in the days, I'm not even going to go into why. It is just an insult against Manchester United, so don't do it. All right, so listen, it's again 1878. That's a little bit of history about Manchester United. Going to get back to you next week with a little bit starting off with the Busby Babes, a little bit more recent history, starting from around World War II, etc. More people will know a little bit more about that. Any questions, comments, anything I got wrong, please let us know. And next video is going to be a little sing-song, very, very simple and easy for the new guys to get into. When you hear it, when you see it, guys, just practice at home. Listen, no one's going to win any singing contests, but come on down and have some fun, all right? 1878, Casuals, Glazers out.